Viewers, the latest news about the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine is that, according to the latest reports from Ukrainian sources, at this time, armed forces of Ukraine in the Chernihiv region managed to stop the Russian troops. Viewers, reports coming that from many reliable sources that heavy fighting is taking place in the Kharkiv area and in the area of the joint forces operation, where the Russian troops has suffered casualties and equipment. Thus, according to the Ukrainian armed forces, the forces of our troops returned under the full control of the cities of Mariupol and Schastia, and 6 planes, 3 helicopters, and dozens armored vehicles of Russian military destroyed by Ukrainian soldiers. But few hours ago, we received reports that so far 2 Russian helicopters destroyed by Ukrainian army. But few moments ago, according to the official news, Ukrainian armed forces shot down another Russian helicopter in Mizhyarara, and the situation in the Kherson direction is difficult. But Ukraine's defense forces are repelling the aggressors. But apart from this, according to the update from Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, UA troops returned under full control of the towns of Mariupol and Schastia. At least 6 aircraft, 3 helicopters, and dozens of armored material pieces were destroyed by Ukrainian forces, and 50 Russian occupants being killed. US Ukrainian army claimed that they captured first Russian soldiers in the ongoing war, and pictures of the Russian soldiers also shared on social media, which you can see on your screen. Whereas on the other hand, according to the latest updates, Russian forces in control of Henichesk city of Ukraine, and about it a video is also shared that you can see on your screen, in which Russian forces with heavy military equipment can be seen in Henichesk, the city of Ukraine. And at that time, thousands of people are leaving the capital of Ukraine due to the terrible war. We also received a video that you can see on your screen. Hundreds of vehicles are trapped, all the roads are jammed, and thousands of people leaving the Ukrainian capital. And reports coming that Gostomel airport near Kiev is currently under attack by Russian forces. And a video is also received from the Gostomel airport that you can see on your screen, in which Russian helicopter can be seen easily. With Russia has launched an all-out invasion of Ukraine by land, air and sea, the biggest attack by one state against another in Europe since World War II, and confirmation of the worst fears of the West. And the attacks began on Thursday after Russian President Vladimir Putin said in a televised address that he had approved a special military operation. And the move came after Moscow earlier recognized rebel-held territories in Luhansk and Donetsk and said they had asked for its help. And Russian missiles rained down on Ukrainian cities. Ukraine reported columns of troops pouring across its border into the eastern and Kharkiv and Luhansk regions, and landing by sea at the cities of Odessa and Mariupol in the south. Russian troops attacked Ukraine from Belarus as well as Russia with Belarusian support, and an attack was also being launched from annexed Crimea, Ukraine's border guard service said. And explosions could be heard before down in the Ukrainian capital Kyiv. Gunfire rattled out near the main airport and sirens blared across the city. Whereas Ukrainian President Zelensky said martial law had been declared and he appealed the world leaders to impose all possible sanctions on Russia, including on Putin, who he said wanted to destroy the Ukrainian state. And Ukraine's foreign minister Dmytro wrote on Twitter that Putin had launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Peaceful Ukrainian cities are under strikes. This is a war of aggression. Ukraine will defend itself and will win. The world can and must stop Putin. The time is to act is now. And Putin justified the attack as a special military operation to protect people, including Russian citizens who had been subjected to genocide in Ukraine, an accusation the West has long described an absurd propaganda. And for this, we will strive for the demilitarization and denazification of Ukraine, Putin said. Russia cannot feel safe, develop, and exist with a constant threat emanating from the territory of modern Ukraine. Russia's defense ministry said it had taken out military infrastructure at Ukraine air bases and degraded its air defense. And Ukraine closed its airspace to civilian flights, setting a high risk to safety, while Russia suspended domestic flights at airports near its border with Ukraine until March 2. And Russian-backed separatists in the east said they had captured two towns, the RIA news agency reported. And shortly after Putin spoke, Al Jazeera's Andrew, who is in Kyiv, said there were explosions in the capital and power had been cut. It appeared to be a full-scale attack, targeting the airport and key building, and there was chaos in the city center. And US President Joe Biden, in a phone call with Zelensky, condemned the unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces. And Biden said in a statement he briefed Zelensky on Washington and its allies' planned next step against Russia, including severe sanctions. In a impassioned appeal, United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres condemned Russia's actions. And in the name of humanity, bring your troops back to Russia, he said. In the name of humanity, do not allow a war to start in Europe, which could be the worst war since the beginning of the century, with sequences not only devastating for Ukraine and not only tragic for the Russian Federation, but with an impact we cannot even foresee. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.